An invisible financial trap is officially tightening around millions of hardworking American retirement checks next month. The federal calendar is moving forward relentlessly, while our community remains completely blind to an incoming penalty. Every single year, a sequence of rigid bureaucratic events quietly strips away the purchasing power of our seniors. The system forces older citizens to scramble in absolute panic when the real deadlines hit without any warning. We are witnessing a devastating administrative mechanism that systematically drains your retirement funds month after month. The hardworking middle class is trapped in a gray zone where they are too rich for aid but too poor to survive. While the government announces historic adjustments, the real numbers on your bank statements show a painful decline. The official cost of living adjustment is routinely promoted as a major raise, but it operates as a hidden reduction. The Social Security Administration claims to help the vulnerable while applying severe penalties to those who saved money. This is a structural emergency affecting our entire community rather than a series of minor individual setbacks. Sharing this critical investigative report immediately is the only way to safeguard the financial survival of our families. Spreading these concrete defense strategies allows our community to bypass the institutional traps hidden within the system. We must stand together and demand absolute transparency before the federal bureaucracy freezes our hard-earned benefits. By analyzing this deep dive until the final minute, you will gain the exact legal tools required to fight back. This comprehensive blueprint provides ordinary families with the strategic leverage needed to confront powerful public agencies. Let us expose the exact mechanics of this regulatory trap to secure the financial future of our community. The upcoming cost of living adjustment for next year is currently projected between 3.9% and 4.2%. Independent policy analysts note that these numbers are highly volatile because they depend entirely on summer inflation data. The bureaucracy specifically uses July, August, and September consumer price index data to calculate your final adjustment rate. This narrow window deliberately captures the slowest economic growth months to minimize the payout to American families. The real inflation rate for essential goods easily surpasses 14%, while official reports claim minimal changes. If your monthly retirement check is $2,000, a 4% adjustment equals $80 in extra cash. But here is the exact moment where the system corporate machinery steps in to absorb your entire financial raise. Medicare Part B premiums are deducted automatically from your Social Security deposit before you ever see the money. The standard premium repeatedly jumps by double digits, swallowing the entire adjustment before you can buy basic groceries. If your check rises by $80 but the premium rises by $60, your real increase is only $20. That tiny $20 buffer must cover your skyrocketing costs for winter, heating, gasoline rent, and vital medicine. This repetitive cycle explains why our community feels completely cheated every single time the new year begins. Knowing these exact numbers right now ensures your family will not be blindsided when the small winter deposits arrive. The federal annual enrollment period, running from October 15th to December 7th, is treated as a goldmine by corporations. Private insurance companies rely on the fact that the vast majority of people never read their annual notice of change. These massive corporations quietly reduce your critical healthcare coverage while raising your out-of-pocket costs every fall. If our community does nothing, their current plan automatically renews along with all the hidden financial penalties. Your favorite doctor might leave the provider network, or your essential prescription drugs could move to a higher cost tier. The action step for our community must begin immediately, instead of waiting for the official winter deadlines to close in. We must use the official Plan Finder tool to compare our current costs against at least two independent alternatives. Conducting this comparison every single year allows us to catch the exact moment a plan quietly becomes toxic. There is a completely free, federally funded resource designed to guide our community through this massive administrative maze. The State Health Insurance Assistance Program provides direct access to certified counselors who do not earn commissions. Unlike private insurance brokers who profit off your confusion, these volunteers have zero financial stake in your final choice. Our community can easily locate these free programs by searching for counseling assistance plus their specific state name. We must contact these state counselors during the summer months because their schedules fill up instantly by mid-October. Securing an early appointment gives your family the best chance at a thorough and completely unrushed financial evaluation. The actual dollar amounts for the upcoming premiums will remain completely unconfirmed by the state until late November. This delayed announcement represents the final piece of a puzzle designed to keep our community guessing until the last minute. The official handbook containing your real plan details will eventually arrive in your physical mailbox this fall. Every family must examine that document with extreme caution because it contains specific individual obligations, not generic figures. The entire dynamic of the modern retirement system has shifted from Social Security to total administrative extraction. Middle-class citizens who dedicated 35 years of service to their cities are facing immediate financial penalties. The windfall elimination provision serves as a legal weapon to slash the benefits of those who earned a separate pension. The state redefines these cruel penalties as a method to help less fortunate people who have no retirement plan at all. This regulatory framework penalizes lifelong personal responsibility while protecting the public funds from paying full benefits. Our savings are being crushed by a rigid bureaucracy that demands precision from citizens but covers up its own mistakes. The working families of our nation are tired of being picked on, while the regulatory system remains completely unaccountable. We are told that the current crisis is a natural result of inflation, rather than absolute institutional inefficiencies. This is a systematic erosion of the middle class driven by policies that fail to safeguard the original Social Security contract. Older generations are watching their lifetime contributions get diluted by administrative fees and expanding corporate medical profits. We must refuse to accept this managed decline of our financial security by exposing every single administrative loophole. The upcoming adjustment sits between 3.9% and 4.2% according to independent policy analysts. But these early projections are subject to extreme manipulation depending on how the summer economic numbers are reported. A government shutdown can easily delay the official announcement, preventing independent agencies from validating the data. Our community must never make long-term financial arrangements based on early speculative figures broadcast by the media. We must wait for the personalized notice mailed in December, which displays the exact amount after all deduction. The structural flaws of the system will continue to punish our seniors until we build a massive network of collective resistance. Every single share of this video helps dismantle the wall of silence that the corporate media maintains around this issue. Subscribing to this channel right now ensures that your family receives the critical strategic updates before the deadlines hit. Our community deserves the absolute truth regarding where their hard-earned tax dollars are actually being spent. We will continue to track every single regulatory change to give our people the preemptive advantage they desperately need. Do not allow the fear of a complex system to paralyze your ability to protect your personal property this month. Gather your historical tax documents and income statements right now so you can challenge any incorrect automated assessments. The automated scanning systems used by the federal agencies are notorious for generating massive false debt notices. When you receive a collection letter, you must demand a complete historical audit before signing any repayment agreement. Signing an early repayment agreement means you legally confess to an overpayment and forfeit your future right to appeal. This is the ultimate procedural trap that forces thousands of elderly citizens to pay for mistakes made by the government. Our community has the absolute legal right to request a total waiver of debt if the recovery causes severe financial hardship. You must document every single dollar spent on food, rent, and medicine to prove that the state is endangering your survival. The detailed guidelines and pre-written appeal templates are available for our collective use down in the description below. These materials are completely free because our only mission is to restore financial justice to the American middle class. Your proactive involvement today is the single factor that determines whether your family survives the upcoming winter transition. We must share these insights at local community centers, church groups, and workplaces to awaken the broader public. We are not helpless victims of a broken bureaucracy when we possess the exact legal knowledge required to fight back. The truth is, our greatest weapon against a system that relies on the confusion and isolation of individual citizens, we stand together as a unified community to reclaim absolute control over the money we earned through decades of sweat. Thank you for your unwavering trust and continued commitment to this vital struggle for our collective financial freedom. Keep your head high, stay vigilant, and monitor this channel closely for the next critical directive in this legal battle. Our community will decisively overcome this institutional crisis through strategic organization and absolute solidarity. The fight to protect your retirement income requires continuous monitoring of these changing federal guidelines every week. Many seniors discover too late that their Medicare Advantage plans have dropped critical prescription drugs from the formulary list. When a life-saving medication moves from a low tier to a specialty tier, your monthly copay can increase by $500. This sudden, out-of-pocket expense can easily wipe out an entire year of cost of living increases in a single pharmacy visit. That is why reviewing the annual Notice of Change document sent out in September is completely non-negotiable for your family. Do not allow these complex booklets to accumulate dust on your kitchen counter while the enrollment window ticks away. If you find the technical terminology confusing, the certified state counselors can break down the details line by line for free. They will help you input your exact medication list into the plan finder to see which company offers the lowest total cost. This simple digital health checkup takes less than 30 minutes, but saves our community thousands of dollars annually. Moving beyond healthcare insurance, we must also address the severe threat of retroactive Social Security overpayment notices. The federal government has recently targeted millions of citizens demanding immediate repayment of thousands of unearned dollars. These overpayments are almost always caused by internal agency math errors or delayed processing of reported wage data. Yet the bureaucracy places the entire burden of proof on the senior citizen who received the funds in good faith. If you receive one of these alarming letters, do not let panic drive you into signing an immediate installment plan. The moment you agree to a standard monthly deduction, you lose your primary leverage to challenge the validity of the debt. Immediately file Form SSA 5561 to formally request a reconsideration of the alleged overpayment amount. Simultaneously, submit Form SSA 632 to request a complete waiver of recovery based on your current living expenses. You must demonstrate that losing this money would make it impossible to pay for basic housing, utilities, or nutritional food. The system cannot legally enforce collection actions while your official waiver request is undergoing formal administrative review. This legal shield gives your family precious time to organize financial records and seek guidance from legal aid advocates. Our community must share these specific form numbers with neighbors who might be facing these aggressive collection tactics alone. The power of the federal bureaucracy relies entirely on the isolation of individual citizens who do not know their rights. When we share these exact procedural steps, we transform collective anxiety into an organized defense network across the nation. We will continue to expose these hidden administrative mechanisms and provide actionable solutions for every middle-class home. Ensure your notifications are turned on so you never miss these time-sensitive financial alerts and defensive legal strategies. Together, we will safeguard the wealth you spend a lifetime building against these automated corporate and state extractions. Stay strong, stay informed, and let us continue to move forward with absolute confidence and unified community purpose.